Yeah, I was hungry. Second day. So this is what I ordered. Food came pretty quick. I was just hungry in between shooting, so I thought I'd come to one of my favorite restaurants. This is Flower Child in the Summerlin area, and we're here quite a bit. My daughter and I are probably here once, maybe twice a week, just with our schedules and things. We're out and about quite a bit, so it's easier to just eat while we're out instead of going back home and trying to cooking something. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Roma, and this is Rooms by Roma Interior Design. Thought we'd switch things up a little bit and just do some different kind of content every once in a while, because sometimes design doesn't get boring, but sometimes it's nice to switch things up, so then when you go back to the other, I feel like you can appreciate it and enjoy it a little more. So bon appetit. I think that this restaurant is one of those that talks about fresh food, farm to table sort of things, which of course we don't have a farm here in Las Vegas, but I think the theme of that they tried to carry through in their decor with the farm style that they're using for decor. So a lot of the green elements and black and white elements that they're trying to bring in. The green, of course, natural with the outdoors and food sort of element of that. And it's just very natural and rustic and basic. I mean, which is, you know, definitely farm or farmhouse style. I mean, it's not my favorite style, but it's something that I can definitely relate to and appreciate. Even though things are not my style, there are still things that I can find that I like or enjoy or appreciate about those things. And I think that makes you more well-rounded as a designer. I think even though you may not like all the styles, but I think if you can find something that you can appreciate about it, or pull certain elements from the other designs and put it into your own, I think that's what makes style your own and makes you a better designer. We're good. So the color green is probably my least favorite to design with. I have never really been a huge fan of the color green, unless it's a particular shade. So this color green I can deal with. I do like it. It's more of a mossy green, except for on the trash can over here, it's a little darker. So I like decorating with darker, moodier colors, especially paint colors, because I really think it changes the feeling of certain spaces if the paint color is a little darker. If I was, painting a green space in my house, I think if I was going to use the darker green paint, I would definitely save it for a bedroom or maybe a powder room or one of those spaces to make the space feel a little darker and moody. The other green that I do like that's in here, this mossy color green, I think would be nice in a kitchen space, just because I do think it feels a little more natural and earthy, and I could see that painted on some cabinetry. Not the whole cabinet, maybe an island painted that color, or one of the walls behind the stove would be painted that color to give it just some vibrancy in that area. So those would probably be the places I would use those colors. So we came inside, two reasons, because it's Vegas and we got hot. And two, so we could talk about the inside. So there are a lot of details about the restaurant in here that I do like. Mainly the amount of light that comes in. So it, as you know, even in my home, the windows are one of my favorite things about our house, is because they let in such a large amount of light, and I like that about this restaurant as well. It's not well lit during the day, and it does seem a little dimmer, which I would kind of like too, because it sort of helps with the mood. But I do love the amount of windows that are in here. Windows towards the seating level and windows up above that just let in so much light. The other part is the lighting that they have, sort of these light fixtures that are gathered over the middle here, in the shade of green that I do like. And that's not why I like them. I do like them partially because of that, but I do like the multiple fixtures they have, because it just gives it, I don't know, a different sort of, I don't know, I guess elevated rustic, because I think when you combine that many light fixtures like that together, it makes it look and feel a little more expensive. And it also adds to the look and keeps the look of what the restaurant is authentic. So that's what I like about that too. Sometimes I'm starving, and then sometimes I'm not.
So what are you eating? What is this?
Chicken yakisoba noodles. Oops, lost one. For dinner, and she goes, "Poppy, those are the same plants you have in your office, but they don't look that big." I said, "Yeah, I know they don't look that big." So I was here, I want to say Monday or so, with my daughter, and we were looking at the fiddle fig trees they have here. And we have two in my office, but they're not quite as big as that. They're probably a fourth of the size of those trees. And she goes, "Yeah, but your plants are tiny." And I said, "Yeah, because they have somebody coming in every week taking care of their plants. If we had somebody coming in every week taking care of our plants, they'd be that big too."
What do you think about the design of this wall?
So I like it. I've kind of always been a fan of painted tile, and the thing I think is cool about it, the restaurant's called Flower Child, and the motif kind of looks like little flowers. So that's one of the things I like about it. You know, it's green, so I'm not a huge fan of the color, but I love the yellow in it. I like yellow, so that is one of the things I do like. But it just gives you a little more character with it. It makes the wall sort of stand out. You know, it still adds to the aesthetic of the restaurant itself, and keeping authentic to what the style is. And so I think those are things that you should try to do when you're decorating. I want it nice.
What do you feel about art like this?
I like it. It's kind of graffiti art, but I like art that has faces. So of course I'm gonna like this. So, and then it's just like how it looks like mixed sort of material. So it's like photography on top of painting, which it's not that, but it looks like that's what it would be. And you know, again, it's got the motif of the restaurant with the flowers down in the corner. So I do like that. No, I like it. I like
of course, I like art that has faces. I'm drawn to that. I don't know what it is. So this is cool. It's not anything like extra special, but I like how they took the covers off of the books, and it just looks a little more rustic and bound them together. I mean, that's a good, just a good little way to style your books in a different way, a different way to just give yourself a different kind of object to have in the corner. And it's tactile, you can touch it. I mean, these are real books, so that's cool. Nice. The other thing I like about this restaurant is you can see the kitchen. So you can actually see them cook and prepare your food. I like open concept kitchens in life and design. And it also is kind of fun when you go to a restaurant to see them actually cooking and prepare your food. You know, you wave to the chef and all of that. But, you know, just like in our other video we did with Josh when he came over to the house and cooked, it is nice to see that sort of concept in action when you're actually out and doing things in your actual life. So it's kind of neat just to see how those things kind of play together. And it just helps you, I guess, think of design in a different way, or why you should think of design in a different way. I don't know. I just think it helps you look at that differently. And again, just to let you know that this is not sponsored by Flower Child in any way. We just come here a lot. My daughter and I have this rule between the two of us that we try and eat fish twice a week. I eat fish more often than that because I enjoy it. And this is one of the few places I can convince her to come to that has fish that she likes. She likes the way that they cook the salmon here. She used to like their mac and cheese, but it's gluten-free mac and cheese and it's kind of healthy. So it's not her favorite. So she's been just getting the salmon and the broccoli and fruit, and I'm fine with that. As long as it's training her to sort of eat healthier a couple times a week, that is the goal. So if you're in the Summerlin area and you like food that's fresh and ingredients that are fresh and whole, and you know that's not a whole lot of salt and a whole lot of added things into your food, this is a good place to pick something up. You get more when you order to go.
Just order to go and eat here.
You know, some guy does that every day. Every time I've been here and I've seen him come in, yeah, he'll go and he'll order and then he'll sit down and. Thank you. Oh, that's all right. So if you're liking the kind of videos that are kind of like this outside the house, we plan on doing more of them. The other thing I thought I would let people know is if you like more written content, I do have a blog on my website, so you could go to Rooms by Roma, and there's a lot of written content, and it's exactly what we talk about in the videos, just written content. So you still get to hear my voice in your head, if that's something that you're into, and you can get the written content, because I know that there are some people that do enjoy having that as well as the video. So we're going to do more videos like this. We'll do some other around town sort of things, just to see some different things outside of the house, because sometimes it's just nice to get outside and get some sun and see a different point of view of things. And as always, I look forward to creating with you. Thanks so much. And then, did you want a drink too? And then, you gotta have
The lemon cake? The lemon cake.
Gotta have a lemon cake.
All right. And then, did you need anything to drink? You all set?
No, I think we're all set.
Okay, cool. So just that yaki and the lemon cake?
Yep.
$21.68 for you, brother. Should be popping up right now.